Well, how anticlimactic is a draw? And this week we're going to hide the chips because it's a Seagull invasion. Welcome to On the Ranch. Pretty sure seagulls are the exact same as a sea eagle. That's what we're saying anyway. This is On the Ranch, episode 198. 198 of these bloody things we've made. It's brought to you by Malones, the Irish pub down the eastern end of Flinders Street in Townsville. I'm XR Bob. You can find me on all the socials with that handle. Sitting beside me on the right, you can find him at the On the Spot page where he's been doing videos a little more often of late. It's a pistol blazing two guns.
2 in a row. Absolutely. Welcome back for another fine evening. And to clarify, what is the difference between a seagull and a sea eagle? Is one just American?
Yeah, I don't know. I think we'll have to look that up.
Different species.
I think so.
They're different species altogether.
I reckon by the
But
end of
they're
the show.
both avian.
I want to see
So's
their...
a chicken. So's an emu.
So can we call them the manly chickens?
We got a birder.
We are now.
Yeah.
That is Morgan Holmes Evans over there.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to a pod. Someone passed me a Powerade very quickly.
Okay. Powerade.
Yeah, so I can wet the ball.
Wet the ball. Yes,
Gatorade.
gotcha. No worries. And the expert in chickens. It is Cowboy Chicken.
I wouldn't say an expert.
Well, you know
Hobby-
more.
hobbyist.
You know more about them than we do.
Really good at killing them.
That's
Are you more of
Jesus.
a bantam chicken kind of guy?
Go
Or?
dark all the time.
No, I'm a Sussex Coronation guy.
Oh, Sussex Coronation. That's a good chicken, that is. They go back. Good heritage.
Yeah,
Really?
good meat chickens, and
Yep.
they're good layers too, and they're really big. My rooster's probably about 2 foot tall
That's
or so.
a big cock.
You've got a big cock.
Oh, yeah.
Does the
beat
rooster
you.
get into its work?
Small penis, though.
Yeah,
And demonetized.
yeah well, that's
There
good.
goes YouTube.
Yeah, goodbye, everybody.
Yes. Very good. Yes, it's on the ranchNQ.myshopify.com and maybe get one of these bad boys just turning tomorrow, right? Because the logo is probably slightly hidden by my headphones, yeah?
Good
There
looking
it is.
hat.
It is a good looking hat.
Running low.
There it
I
is.
think there's about a dozen left.
Yeah, well, get in quick.
Good for your golf handicap too, by the way. Wearing the flat brim.
Someone's
Black hat.
meant to do a stock take of those and let me know the numbers, but they haven't done that yet.
Someone's had
Slack.
prior
Slack.
commitments.
Now, jump on to the Fox League page, have a look for Fletch and Hindy and their highlights episode from when they did some commentating at Magic Round. In the background of that, you will find one pistol blazing two
Yeah, you
guns
do.
Yay.
with one of these hats and a pannikin.
Really? The full kit
You will see the pannikin on Fox Leagues
with a tea bag in it?
with a tea. Sure, well, let's say there is a tea bag in
Yeah.
that. There was some kind of tea bagging happening at
There's
that.
no tea bag, but it was black like tea, but was definitely bourbon.
Oh, bourbon.
Bourbon. Oh, it's a tickle.
Of course it was.
Yeah.
I haven't had a rum for a while, actually.
Haven't you?
No,
I had a friend drinking rum last night.
I'm partial
It
to a
smelled
rum.
amazing.
Mm.
Just a good old Bundy
Just a
Gold.
Bundy, yeah.
Not
You know,
the fancy one. Just
people
a
are
good
getting
old.
into Krakens
Yeah.
and spice stuff. Just give me the Bundy Square Bear.
Sometimes when you just need VOG, you
Yeah.
smell it and it's like seeing Qantas overseas. You're like, oh, Australia.
I don't
You
mind. I don't mind a spiced rum though. Yeah, I will go a campfire Bundy rum though. That's,
Campfire's pretty
yeah.
nice.
That's quite the tits.
Yeah, that shit is good.
That shit is
shit,
good.
Shit is good.
Patreon.com. You can pick up 55 odd minutes of chatter where we unraveled
Yes.
the mystery of the JW9.
Solved.
It is solved,
And I'll tell you what, it
And
couldn't
we
have been
got it-
solved in a better way.
and we got him on the phone.
Yes, and there's the links and the twists and the turns in that story. It
And
was
I
fantastic.
actually think his analysis of the game is much better than ours. We might have to replace someone.
We might just dub him in when
Yeah,
we do the analysis part.
exactly. So
I'm happy to sub out.
yeah, I'd be happy if you subbed out too. Just quite.
I don't know, man. The great Eddie Hewitt said in the post that, sorry, boys, but Pistol makes the pod. Just
Yeah, but-
saying.
Oh, I missed that one.
But you pay him to say comments. It's cash for comment over
That's
there.
a lie.
So that patreon.com is brought to you by YesPF. It's Yes Property and Finance. For all your property and finance needs, you can find all kinds of interesting things for sale over there. Right now, there's a very profitable and passive cleaning company up for sale.
Very
Let me just
profitable,
say.
you say?
It is quite profitable.
Might need to investigate that.
But it is very passive. So there's not a whole lot of work that needs to be done.
That sounds like the dream job.
It is, I mean,
You'd have to be an idiot to sell it.
you still got to run a business. But look, get on over there and have a look at it. You can find it at espf.com.au. I hope he's got it on his website. Otherwise,
Well, that's a glamorous photo.
That photo is a lie.
That is AI.
That is filtered. When was that taken? 2001?
about 16 years ago, I'm going with, at least. And I think
That belly's never been so skinnier in all its existence.
I think I need to have words about what appears on his website because I don't see the cleaning company on there. So, Trent, if you're listening,
Well, it's not going to sell very quick, is it, if it's not on your website?
bloody hell, mate.
That's an old photo too,
Lift your
yeah?
game.
That's an old photo.
That is an old
When
photo.
those are days.
There's a few old ones up there. You need to update your website, Trent, but SPF is where you need to go for that one. And just to challenge Billy, like, share, subscribe. It's not a challenge anymore. You know how I did these ones last week? All over it. All over it.
Got a knowledge base. What's on? Billy, hit the knowledge base.
Don't look at his knowledge base. Yeah, and just look, if you know someone who wouldn't mind listening to a podcast and it's all about the Cowboys, any kind of Cowboys fan, you let them know who we are, what we do, and it'll help us out.
Not just Cowboys. We have a giggle and a laugh along the way.
We dabble a bit.
I've
Yeah.
recruited a few listeners that have no cares in the world about football, but they actually like the content we provide.
It's truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. Yeah, shout out to Mum. She listens every week, and
Hi, Mum.
we've got her into watching footy.
Really?
Yeah, hello.
Really?
There we go. That's look, we're good for something.
Can she do a speak pipe?
Oh,
Maybe we
I
can
don't
just
know.
call
I
her.
don't know if you want that.
Maybe we can just call her for some analysis.
Yeah. Can we ring Mrs. Billy? And
Yeah.
Mrs. Billy.
I mean,
Anyway,
yeah.
SpeakPipe. Speaking of SpeakPipe, that's at speakpipe.com. SpeakPipe is as it sounds,
That's the
spelled
segue.
as it sounds. .com/on the ranch, all one word. And you can leave thoughts, messages, predictions,
Is it-
feedback.
Basically a hotline.
It is
No different to
100%
a few other
hotline.
pods that might be out there.
Yeah, voice messages. It's not the first time you've heard it.
No.
We've played them before. Connor has left us a few messages. One, I think it's Geoffrey Archer.
Danny Archer.
Who?
Danny Archer.
Danny Archer has
Danny.
left us. Who's Jeffrey Archer?
I don't know.
I don't know who that is.
Dum-
but
Dum's
they've left
brother.
us messages. Yeah, probably. And let us know what you think. If it's about the team, that's great. If it's about us, well, we'll moderate that.
Go your hardest.
See what happens. News this week. We did cover that there's less sheep in New Zealand. But that's in the Patreon side. But also, apparently Peyton reckons Purdue may make an Origin camp and will play Origin one day. I don't disagree.
He's on fire.
Yeah.
Did Peyton ever play Origin? I don't think
No.
Never got into camp?
No.
We don't know.
No, never did.
Yeah, okay.
No, snuck in a couple drinks,
Snuck in
a couple
of drinks.
bevies.
Couple bevies. But I can see it. Purdue playing Origin. Certainly an Origin camp.
Yeah, for sure.
Hopefully not this year.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying too. It's
Yeah,
Like-
not this year.
Like there's as much as it'd be great for him, but you can ruin someone early.
You think that's what happened with Nanoi? He was in.
That's exactly what I've been saying to all the guys at work.
Yeah.
It's Purdue, you know, he's got a hot seat for it, but I don't want him to go there yet because he's just needs to play that club footy first, and then you don't want to get kissed on the bum essentially, and then you get too big for your boots, and then you think, oh well, I've made it here. When you're only what's he,
Yeah.
19, 20?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, get a
Cohen
bit-
Hess as well. He made it early on in his years and hasn't really gone back to that arena.
Oh, not to that arena, but I think he's back in form.
Oh yeah, he's back in form. I'd like to see Purdue into the camp by all means. If we got a bye, like take him into the camp. But
Yeah.
I mean, he'd do a job. But if someone went down and he's in camp, right? Well, you're playing. But
Yeah, well, of course. But
I think,
yeah, I don't.
I
Too
think
soon.
at,
Too
I
soon
think
to play.
at 19 with 15 odd first grade games under your belt isn't quite the apprenticeship served just yet.
Certainly be dropping it in it, dropping him in it. And look, But
He'd do a job.
straight into the Panthers review from round 10, but he did a good job there. So
I was just going to say, I think Dearden came back from his Origin camp really good. Like he came back on fire.
you find most people do.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Dearden also played 50 to 60 games before playing.
Yes,
Origin.
very true.
That's
But he
what
came
I'm saying.
back
Like,
next level.
I've got no drama with Purdue playing Origin at all, even this year if they wanted to. I just think it's too early.
Just
like
a-
for
yeah.
someone that's played 15 games, when you think
Oh,
of
it's quick.
the amount of other clubs that are out there that have
Yeah.
got 100 plus games experience under their belt.
Yeah, and everyone's got rising
Mind you,
stars.
if you're a shining star and you can do it by all means, but
Yeah, no.
you just don't want to ruin someone early. What if he plays and does 4 knock-ons and
Yeah,
like
confidence.
Hodges when he debuted and
Yeah.
basically gave 2 tries past in the in
I tell you,
wasn't in the Origin arena for another
Yeah.
10 years, you know.
anyone has a shocker in any game, and they refer back to Justin Hodges.
Yep. That was a shocker, though.
That was.
It was the shocker of shockers.
But even Rob Darby the other night,
didn't have to say
who had a shocker.
I didn't think you were going to go there, Rob.
I'm going there, and I see you've changed your number 3 tip just quietly.
Yeah.
And holy,
What was that?
That was a helicopter. Another earthquake.
I think it's the army.
Yeah,
That's like a Chinook flying real low.
yeah. It's all happening. It's exercise. One of the exercises.
Black
Tasman
Dagger?
Sabre.
Black Dagger, I think.
Might be Black
Talisman's coming in soon.
Yeah,
I think
it's one of them.
Black Dagger, I think.
That's you seen the Yankees are in town.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that could have been an Osprey.
Could have been an Osprey.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
baseball team.
Yeah, it sounded a lot more like an Osprey than a Chinook.
It was an Osprey. Confirmed on flight radar. Just went over our heads.
Well, there you go.
You know ones we're talking about with the 2 big
I'm
propellers.
aware what an Osprey
Like in
is.
Transformers?
Yes, I was going to say
They
that
do.
Scorponok
They're
in
100%
Transformers.
Transformers.
Yeah, so cool. So cool.
Yeah, they're death traps too.
Are they?
Oh,
Yeah, they-
yeah, you could do a fair bit of reading about the Osprey. They've killed a lot of soldiers.
Really?
And yeah,
I shouldn't laugh. I didn't mean that as a...
They had one crash last year in Darwin.
yeah,
Killed 3 or 4 people in there.
Was that an Osprey?
Yeah,
yeah, they're almost as bad as the Taipans. Like they're really not a good bit of gear.
Yeah, right.
But they're
not good.
but they're persistent. They really want them.
They
Yeah.
do seem to be sticking
they look
and
pretty-
have stuck with them for a long time.
They look pretty badass.
Oh, they are badass,
Yeah,
especially when they fly at night with the green lights on them and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
it looks. I think there was a Cowboys game maybe last year, and they were flying all around town doing a night exercise while the game was on. And
That's
I,
cool.
And I think, missed the whole thing because I was at the game. I was spewing.
Damn it. All right. So round 10 review versus the Panthers. And like we said, Purdue had a good run there. And I'm trying to bring up the score line. It was, of course, 30-all draw. How anticlimactic. But good for the crowd, I guess. 5 tries apiece, 5 conversions apiece, and a field goal a thon, or at least an attempt. I don't know if they were terrible. They were shocked. They
It was
were terrible. They were
depressing.
terrible
It
field
was
goals.
so bad. Woeful.
Clifford tried to kick one from right on halftime of Golden Point. He was 52 out.
Yeah,
Like,
that one.
That was never.
That one you'd excuse, but Drinky's was
Awful.
Drinky was 42 out still,
yeah, and from the side.
Cliffo
Yeah.
should be
Sort
our
of.
field goal kicker.
but it was
Not
sort of rushed. Like he only had, I think he had 2 seconds of setup. Like it was
Yeah, well,
there.
None of them were good setups.
well, I'm glad Panthers missed, like Jimmy said in the Patreon.
Yeah.
You sort of give it enough time, and the good players are going to slot one. I'm glad we ran out of time in that case, but
Clifford's
This is where we need a
second one.
sub who's an AFL player. We need a super sub. We jump him on.
Oh, just
not
a
an AFL
punter.
player.
Yeah, punter.
Just
Chuck
a
a punter in.
punter.
Bring on to special teams.
Yeah, bring on a punter at
This
the
is an
end.
NFL,
Shake,
mate.
do one from 70 metres out.
Just have Thurston on the bench.
Yeah.
But don't play him until it's Golden Point.
Just get him to do some stretching once we get into GP.
Yeah, name him native man every game.
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That was anticlimactic with this game at 30-all, and then the Lions managed a draw as well.
Yeah, I know, right?
Mm.
What's the chances of both teams playing a draw out on your birthday weekend?
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
have been
That's
Yeah.
a sign.
up there.
Mind you, you take a 30-all draw against the Panthers.
Do you though?
Considering we were down by 12 at 2 different times in the game. Like we fought back. We were the better
Yeah.
team.
I never
But
too many mistakes, and the problem is we can't defend our mistakes again.
there's, as Todd said, that first try I thought was forward. It was forward.
It was forward, and I drew a little picture for us in our group chat.
They then scored another try off Derby trying to get back into the field and he drops
Yeah.
the ball.
Yeah.
Like there's 12 straight up.
I know that some luck went their way and some bad luck our way, especially with poor Rob Darby.
Yeah, but he made up for it in the end.
Yeah,
He got
And
over.
he had some cracking games before this.
Yeah.
He's still good. Don't worry.
don't
drop him.
I'm not dropping him.
Yeah,
I'm not
some
dropping
good
him.
I just want everyone who was calling for Kyle's head
the
in
people-
favour of
The
Rob
people around me
Darby.
were dropping him.
Yeah, of course they were. Because where did you watch it?
I don't know.
At home.
Yeah, how come you didn't go? Thanks for the tickets too, by the way.
Because it's your birthday. I thought I'd give you a ticket.
Yeah,
and,
but
and
you
also,
and Kirsty were going to go.
we were going to him, and a couple of things happened, and yeah, we ended up, not going. We're like, oh, it's Pete's birthday. Give it a Pete.
Because I was going to buy, I was buying them anyway, but I thought that because it was a bit overcast and I know how much you don't like getting wet. That
No, that's Trent.
I
That's
might
Trent.
have thought that if you're not going, just let me know. I'll still buy them.
I was still recovering from my 5 a.m., 7 a.m. 5K.
Oh,
I was in the walls. It was a rough Saturday night.
Yeah, very good.
So, but when Liam Martins is sitting completely in the way of the ruck,
Yeah,
where were
Yeah.
we in position when
Yeah.
that happened?
right in front. That's a goal. That's a win.
Yeah, that should be penalty blown, take the 2, game over.
yeah,
I
100%.
think the referees had a shocker in both directions. So that bomb that they called play on where it bounced backwards off Drinky's.
Yeah,
Didn't touch him.
The so-called didn't touch Drinky's
Didn't touch
foot.
him.
Did it touch his foot?
No, it didn't touch him.
If that
You
was
never-
the other way around, we'd be saying, hell yeah, that touched the foot.
I think I saw grass between his foot and
Because
the,
we never saw a replay at
No.
the stadium and obviously no commentating. And
Well,
I-
they didn't play a replay live either.
Yeah.
I don't think it touched him.
Well, they did play a replay. I'd tell a lie, but I think it might have.
We'll see if we can get a high def picture up or something.
But that was offside, which would have given them the. I think of the refereeing in both directions was average. That's one of the worst games I've seen.
Yeah, it wasn't good. And Payton's gone off on them too.
he
and
almost
rightly so.
said the F word.
Really?
Yeah, in the presser. He went, it's far. And then he had to stop
Yeah,
and
right,
then go
okay.
again.
That's
was-
a $10,000 word
it
he
was-
just
it-
dodged.
He was about to
Well,
use the good profanity.
rightly so. Like he says, they get paid good money to get it right, and you can understand that a shocker here and there.
In the heat of the battle, it's you take it. It's when the bunker gets involved or doesn't or whatever. That Murray Talangi head high tackle.
That was shit.
You're kidding, aren't you? The bloke slipped
Yep.
and fell into Muzz's chest. Penalty, high shot. Like,
Yeah.
how?
He literally looked like he bobbed down for the tackle. Like,
The only good part about that is they're not doing the send offs for the head highs anymore.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'd be 10 in the bin, and I don't know if we recover.
Could you captains challenge that? Go, hey, we want to challenge your call on that high
Probably
shot.
not because it's a high shot. They probably don't allow
And then the bunker
a
goes,
challenge.
he's literally just slipped into the defender's chest. There's nowhere he could have gone. It's
And it's not
a
like
tackle.
it's not like he was injured.
Because that was on the 4th. That would have been 5th tackle.
Yeah.
And they scored off that next set.
Yep.
Which happened to be Thomas Jenkins, who
Oh,
was
who won you a little
who-
dollars?
yeah,
Yeah.
who my
So-
boss and me put a little 2-leg multi on for 101.11.
So
I had Nanai, he had Jenkins.
you shouldn't be complaining that much then.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Do you want the win or 11 large?
Yeah, well,
I like our challenge, how we used our challenge with it was Derby, I think.
yeah,
And
yeah.
thankfully we won.
was that it was a strip or something?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was.
But imagine if we didn't win that, because we needed that challenge later on.
Yeah.
And it was Derby, he would have been everyone would have been piling on
Yeah,
him more.
because they called us accidental offside when it came off Cleary's
Yeah.
arm off the charge.
And if we
down,
lost
yeah.
that challenge we needed because
Yeah.
of Derby strip, you imagine that?
But that challenge led to the Dearden try.
Yeah, so great challenge, and I'm so glad we won it.
I got to wonder this week because in the presser, Toddy Payton mentioned that someone making a lot of mistakes is not going to be playing next week.
Oh, that's not good.
So I wonder if Darby is
No, keep him in. I
don't
honestly
he
think you
made
should
too
keep him
many.
in.
5.
Did he make
Oh,
5?
I thought it was
Yeah.
6.
Yeah,
Oh,
look, he had a
shit.
man.
5 according to the figures.
But keep him in.
I didn't realise it was that.
Yeah, and they
I
led
like
to
the- I like
tries.
the
and,
dab.
like, it was all over the place, man. It was
He even
bad.
got a shout out in Pete's on the spot.
I'm sure he did. But yeah, apparently 5 handling errors in total.
And they were pretty crucial ones.
And a couple of them led directly to tries.
Yeah,
So,
but keep him in. Back him in, coach.
Yeah.
you got to for his own
Confidence.
confidence.
But
I
he's
think.
been great for us the last few weeks.
He
He's
has.
been scoring multiple tries and
been
great
getting-
plays, line breaks.
He has been getting better every week.
He is going really good. Keep him in, coach. Back him in. On the ranch, backs in Rob Derby.
I think you got to keep the same team anyway, even though Cotter was out and Jace was out this week as a late.
Oh, if Jace is healthy, you bring him in.
I know, but what I mean is, aside from those two being out, the team was 1-17, right? So
And Cotter's out this week as well. He
That's
got, He
right.
got a tour.
well, it depends. I'll be interested to see if Jace does play again this week.
I'll be
or if
surprised
they
it'd
rest
be
him
early.
again. Yeah, it depends
What
on
was the injury?
calf. I want to say.
Yeah, I think it was a calf.
A baby cow.
Yeah, baby cow,
Bugger.
An eighth of a cow.
8th of a cow. Yeah. With any luck, that's not too stressful. But you don't want to rush back anything with an old man's legs.
Yeah, he's notoriously not. He takes a couple of weeks to get over.
He's no Wolverine.
No stem cells are used
No.
in Jason Tomalolo.
No. Which it is what it is. What the hell?
SoundCloud.
Yeah, we're just bringing up the NRL physio. I
Oh,
think.
right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, stop looking at the screen.
Okay. Sorry. I'll
Pay
stop
attention
looking
to
at
the
the screen.
podcast.
Yeah. No worries. I will attempt to do that. So, the other little controversy out of that is I'm just going to call it ball tampering.
Pretty much.
Spraying Gatorade
Yeah.
on the ball.
Twice.
NRL apparently investigating. We'll see what happens. I can't. They'll just say, look, slap on the wrist.
Don't do it.
Don't do it anymore.
I'll send a memo out to all clubs not to do it.
The trainer's not supposed to be touching the ball anyway.
Yeah.
I believe Rich Dunn might have done it
Yeah,
as well, but
maybe
I
not too
believe
much.
but
he
the
did it
ref
as a reaction.
But the ref said, no, we got to change that ball now.
Yeah. When
Whereas-
Mitch Dunn did it.
Whereas that Penrith one was allowed to.
And that's not the only one.
Mm.
So the one that was captured by someone in the crowd
Yeah, it was used.
was not the first one.
I think he did it at least twice.
Imagine if Rob Darby's slippery fingers were caused because of that.
Exactly right. This is exactly right. Rob Darby is innocent.
He's innocent.
I am his lawyer.
Is Rob Darby your new Easton Masters?
He could be. He could be. I backed in Eastern Masters for a very long time. A couple of weeks too many.
You're probably the only one who stood by him that long.
I did. I really backed him in.
Everyone else roasted him well early.
I thought he was going to come back and come good.
Oh,
I really thought he was going to come
Beeston
good.
Masters.
And he just went downhill.
and went to another club and just,
He really screwed me on that.
I don't know what he does. He must be in the UK or something.
I think he's working at KFC. I think.
He's a bricklayer.
Yeah, pretty sure he's doing.
Don't want to knock him. Nothing wrong with bricklayers.
Absolutely.
I think he owns a cleaning company.
Sparky's on the other hand.
I think he might be doing cleaning.
Sparky's on the other hand. We
Oh,
just
Sparky's.
provide light and power
The,
to
the
everyone.
gods of a construction
We are
industry.
the wizard of the wires, the provider of power.
Pope Pete
Giver of
for
light.
Sparky. When Pete turns up on the job site, the white smoke comes out of Jiminy.
Yeah,
Of a darts of a concrete.
the conclave is finished.
Yes, exactly right.
He is.
Here is the chosen one.
Yes, he's arrived.
EC Masters is now playing for the Salford Red Devils in
Oh,
the Super
poor
League.
fellas.
It was
Yeah.
a quick conclave to decide that.
It was
right?
very fast, wasn't it?
There was one conclave back in the 1260 or something that went for almost 3 years.
That's a long one. That's a long one.
You're taking the piss, aren't you?
That's where they're waiting for someone to die who's not going to move their vote. So they're just going to wait him out.
Just a 131 cardinal power struggle to be the next
Yep.
pope, and no one wants to fucking conceive.
Have you seen how he's American and they've got him coming up? You know, like he walks out to the balcony to reveal himself for the first time. And they've got like Chicago rap, or have you seen the one with the Chicago Bulls walkout music? You know, it's so good.
I've seen the Papa Americano.
I haven't
the
seen
song.
that one.
So there's that one. And then there's pictures of him side on, and he looks like Emperor Palpatine.
Oh, really?
Or,
Yeah.
sorry, Senator Palpatine at the
Senator.
time.
Good
So it's a
memes
side-on
kicking around.
view. Yeah.
Good
So,
memes. Good memes.
Interesting. Anyway,
We should have a conclave.
we digress.
Maybe that could be our 200th episode.
Yeah,
have
we
a
could have a
conclave.
conclave.
We just have a conclave. We got to decide on something.
Yeah.
And we don't go home for like 8 days. And you come home, where have you been? Oh, we've been having a conclave.
Been in a conclave.
We've had to decide on something.
Well,
We couldn't make a decision, so we had to lock in
Yeah.
and just drink the bar dry.
I'm down for that. You're the only person I know with a smoker. So
Yeah, true.
Well, you're not the only person, but the most relevant person sitting in this room with a smoker.
So we just conclave it.
Let's do it.
Just
200th episode.
I think it's called a
conclave.
It's called a Dutch oven, isn't it?
Dutch.
It's called a Dutch
That's
oven.
slightly different, I think.
It's quite a different cooking device.
Yeah.
Billy's got a Dutch oven.
Dutch oven seems to singe nose hairs.
Yes, indeed. 3-2-1s for the Panthers game. Morgan, I'm looking at you because you have changed yours the most in the last 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Because you're a mind changer.
I put one in there that I knew would not go down too well, so I thought I better update it. So I'll start with.
No, tell everyone.
Oh, originally, and it was just for the benefit of you guys. A little internal joke for a podcast. I put Rob Darby in 3 points, and I just was waiting for it to sink in and get some bites on the old fishing line, which worked a treat.
Sure you were.
So my revised 3-2-1s, my Dally M's, I've gone 3 for Drinkwater. He's lucky I gave him 3 after that shocking field goal kicking effort.
It wasn't bad.
It was atrocious.
42
It was
out.
atrocious. The only reason I'm doing it is because Cliffo didn't get him either.
We need to get you out and start.
Yeah,
I'd
come
have a
on,
crack.
let's start doing it then, hey?
I'll have a crack.
Put your best Sunday dress on and let's go and line up some field goals, 40 out.
I reckon I'd have a decent shot.
I reckon you won't nail one. 20 balls. I
Probably
don't think
not.
you'll get one.
Probably not. I could probably hit a nice little 6-iron for a stick, though. Maybe
Oh,
a pitching wedge.
Yeah, okay. Just letting you know that a field goal with a football is a bit different than
little bit different?
placed 6-iron.
Because Pete has kicked many.
Pete is a pro. He's a pro. So 2 points I've gone Purdue. I reckon he had just an amazing game. So seriously, I probably should have given him a 3 points if I think about it.
Probably.
1, I've gone Dearden, my favourite boy. And honourable mention, Big Jordan McLean. When we
Yes.
needed some big meters towards the end of the game when everyone was huffing and puffing, Jordan McLean stepped up. No Tomalolo. And he really got us in those meters to get some of those field goals and to get the boys across the line in the tries. And my note is Cliffo should do all field goal kick in from now on.
Okay.
Thank
Very
you.
good.
Thank you, everyone.
Peter.
I went 3 points for Purdue. Just he set up a couple there. He did good. He's a good kid, Purdue. I'm a fan of him. And I will not be convinced otherwise. He's a gun.
No, I know. Because every time we say his name, you say it in your weird accent.
Yeah, Purdue.
There it is.
2 points, I went the drink man. Just 5 from 5 with the goals, few sideline conversions, some bomb diffusements, some good runs, some show and go, some shake, rattle and roll, bit of juking and jive and free slide. And it was just a gun. And 1, I went the bait man. When you needed someone to put the ball under the wing and just go for a carry and not drop it, and just solid in defence too. He's a good kid, the Bateman.
You know what I've noticed with John Bateman?
Is that his name's John?
Is that
John Wick?
We haven't won a game since he took the foam padded hat off.
Yeah, so Batesy, if you're listening, can you put your headgear back on? Give it an honourable mention out there to Sammy Mack, and I said this last time he started with
That was mine.
with Cotter being out, playing the Cotter role and playing it nicely.
Playing the mongrel. Playing the Thor.
And you don't have honourable mention of McIntyre up there.
No,
so
but I was going to say it.
Yeah, but I didn't copy you.
But you didn't write it down either.
No, but that's because it was in my scope.
Yeah.
My noise works.
Just rattling around.
Cohen House went all right for a starter. He need more minutes out there, has he?
Yeah, but I think the limited minutes suits his play style at the moment.
Yeah.
Impact low.
Very. That's going well. I mean,
38.
Yeah, it's not bad. That's not bad. He played a half.
that's pretty good.
Maybe a second stint would have been good.
3 points I gave to
No, went well too.
Tom Dearden. I said he's always there. He's like a little Jack Russell Terrier.
He is.
Just like a little, marr, just always there.
Good support play backing up.
Oh,
You know when you don't have him for an any time he scores, and when you do, he doesn't?
yeah, that's, just let me know next time you don't have him.
He's like the new Jared Croker.
Yes. 2 points I went Scotty Drinkwater, and I reckon he just tests that line every chance he can get, and he can put up a decent bomb, but just sometimes it's a little short, but I think he keeps him guessing. I do like that we have multiple kick options across the park. That's still good.
Yeah.
I don't know about
Cliffo, Drenko.
I don't know about Sam McIntyre kicking the ball.
No.
That
No, I
doesn't
remember
quite
that one,
always
yeah.
work out.
Not the best option.
No, however,
It's
Just
still
depends.
an option.
it is an option. And 1 point was for Purdue.
Purdue.
I reckon he's going places, that kid. I just hope that place is always based in North Queensland.
Have we got the episode for the first Speak Pipe? Someone said he'd get Rookie of the Year this year on the Speak Pipe.
Did they?
Yep.
I can't remember
I
that
said
one.
Duffy.
I can't remember that one.
Well, that's because your memories fade.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. And yeah, what did I say? Honourable mention was for Sam McIntyre, who, kills it. I think he just fills a role
Mm.
and he knows what to do with it.
And he's got Thor-like hair
He does. Yeah.
and a
Bring
Thor-like
back that
beard.
Thor jersey. That was one of my
Yeah.
favourites.
Yeah, it was good.
I know I missed out on getting one. I want one.
I'm sure you can get them online.
You can, but
They can be acquired.
they're not quite the same.
Maybe JW's mate down south and
Yeah, I might
can hook something up.
hit up
Maybe.
Dynasty.
Mm.
Thor played by the great Chris Hemsworth.
Yes.
Last night, for the first time, which I've been hanging out for because I missed it in the cinemas, don't ask me why, but Transformers 1 with Optimus Prime.
You sure it wasn't
Voiced
just a
by-
reading?
No, it
Was
wasn't
it just
reading.
a table reading?
Wasn't a
that,
table
was,
reading.
that was painful.
Voiced by the great Chris Hemsworth. Get your eyeballs around it. Transformer 1 goes all right.
Chris Hemsworth voiced.
Optimus.
Orion Pax
Orion.
into Optimus Prime.
Okay.
So back in the backstory of Transformers, Orion Pax was
Yeah.
the bloke, and then
We got it.
and then he gets
Thanks.
made into Optimus.
Cool.
Hmm.
Oh, I didn't know Chris Hemsworth voiced.
Yeah,
That's
and
interesting.
Scarlett.
Calling
Johansson.
all Autobots.
Yeah, he's like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
even
is.
says roll out.
Really?
Yeah.
Rollouts. Very good. All right. Well, that's round 10 done and dusted. As much as I love draws, it does. We don't have to worry about a for and against now. It's pretty clear. Unless
Yeah,
we
but-
somehow end up somewhere near the Panthers halfway through.
But
the
the 2 points would have been better.
I mean, it would, but you'd take it because Panthers are on the up. Like they're no slouches. They've come back.
That was a full strength Panthers outfit too.
And they flogged Brisbane last week.
They did flog Brisbane
And
last week.
I enjoyed that.
We need to fix the slow starts, though. That's a problem.
And the backing, well, you make an error and back it up off that.
Well, that's what
But the slow
Payton said. Like, they get a try off a metre forward pass. That stunts you go.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
But it's a bit of a weekly thing. Like we do give away a lead at the start and we got to try and reel it back in.
Yeah, we're like Kowalski in the 1500.
We are.
We just like to hunt and chase.
Yeah, or maybe like a Perkins.
Yeah, so we want to be Perkins. We just want to go out to an insurmountable lead.
Yeah, straight from the start.
Have a 3-lap head start with 700 to go still.
Yep, exactly.
Thursday night
Lane 8, Atlanta 96.
Maybe like a Piastri.
at Piastri.
Piastri.
Yeah. Thursday night at Allianz is the Maroons taking on the Blues in the Women's State of Origin game 2. And that is a must win for the ladies.
Very much a must win. You know, the
Considering-
Blues have never won an Origin series.
What?
Yeah, the women Blues, they've never won an Origin series.
Haven't they?
No, because they've won an Origin game when it was only a 1-gamer.
Yeah,
but
right.
ever since it went to a 2-game and then a 3-game, the Blues have never actually won
Well, there you
the
go.
series.
That's good trivia.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice to know going into this.
Mm.
I think Queenslanders were definitely a bit underdone in game 1. I watched that one live at Suncorp.
Yeah, I watched that live from the Seaview Hotel.
Did you?
Mm.
Yes. Did the Blues women look just physically bigger than the Maroons
Yeah.
to you? Yeah, that's good because it looked like that live. And I don't know if it was just me.
But even the Blues men look bigger than the
Sometimes.
men Maroons.
Maybe it's
We
the
had-
blue.
We had Matt Scott, and you know how good he is. Like, he looked like he would just get manhandled by the Blues pack.
Sometimes, yeah. Yeah, they were. They used to
Like,
be.
we had our best,
They were big.
and they had, like, sometimes a second-string team and just, oh, they're big boys.
Yeah, but you know what they say. The bigger they are.
The harder they hit you.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't stand in front of them. Some of these girls would hit you pretty hard too.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not standing in front of them just quietly. But the ladies, I don't know if the Maroons, I haven't been keeping up on news on this, whether I know New South Wales, they had like 6 weeks in camp before that first game. So that's probably why they looked a little bit better.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
that's a game, not a series.
hopefully Queensland come better
Yeah, I can see that. I'm just saying that that's another stat is that the New South Wales women won the very first game of the Women's State of Origin
Oh, yeah.
back in 2018.
2018.
Hmm.
Good. All right. Well, anyway, that's Thursday night. So catch that one, 7:45 p.m. Go Queenslander on that one. I don't think it's
Is
too
Mans
much.
or men playing for Queensland this year?
I don't think
I haven't seen her on the list
so.
yet.
And I think
I have a
that's
feeling she's pregnant, right?
Oh, no.
Hold on.
That's an out.
Jeez. That's news. Look, we've really done our research here. We don't know.
Mm.
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 Mm-hmm.
You know, if we were just quiet, that would have all just been cut out. But
Yeah, but
instead
now
you've
it's
got to
not.
hum.
Yeah, yeah,
Just put pregnant in the search bar.
yeah. Is Emma
after
Manzelman
a name.
pregnant?
Yeah, just put pregnant at the end.
So just make sure you've got safe search on.
Oh,
Jesus, you don't know how to spell.
oh, my fingers got confused.
I don't think she is.
That doesn't look like it. I don't know. I could be thinking of someone else.
I don't think so.
You're thinking of Millie Elliott,
Could be.
the formerly known as Millie Boyle.
Yeah, I think you're
Ah.
right there. I think she was. yeah.
Millie's preg.
But Yasmin Peters is obviously a Cowboy playing in that game, as well as, well, do we count Romy Teitzel? She
Yeah.
she defected.
Nah, we still count her.
She's a Queenslander at least. I do believe that Kira Dibb was in the New South Wales squad, but she's not playing. So
Look how dry that ball is.
that is a dry ball. But anyway, go Queenslander.
Up the Maroons.
Go Maroons.
Drones. Moving on to it is Manly.
Seagulls.
Seagulls, which we still haven't determined what kind of
Bird.
I want to see the scientific name of a sea eagle, and if it's different to a seagull.
How much do you want to put on it?
I'm not putting any
We're
money
not
on
putting
it.
anything
I just
on
want to see the if there is even a tenuous link of some kind. I don't care. I'm calling them seagulls regardless. But the Manly Seagulls are flying into Queensland Country Bank Stadium, and just like
Laris Canis.
Lanus Canis is the common gull.
Good name. It sounds Italian.
And
Lanus
Does it sound a bit
Canis.
Latin to you?
Maybe a little Latin too. It's all from that same geographical area. What are you talking about?
Latin.
Lanus Canis. That
Latin.
sounds like that's a proper rugby league name. He's playing centre on
Yeah.
debut.
Yeah, he's out of
Yeah.
Tonga.
Yeah.
Lanus Canis.
He's done his time through Q Cup, and he's now making his debut tonight in the centre. Is Lanus Canis?
So, okay. So, can
Watch
you
out for
pronounce
him.
that
He's
one?
quick.
can I pronounce it?
Haliaitine.
Safe to say they're
Polyphony.
not related.
Safe to say they're not related. No,
That looks more like a eagle.
Funny that. That's probably why they're called sea eagles.
Than a gull.
Yeah.
Generally, eagles and gulls are not related.
There's a good stitch up you can have and ask
They're
people.
birds.
But you can ask people if they've ever seen a baby pelican. And they say no. I said,
Oh.
well, you've seen seagulls though, haven't you?
Oh.
No.
Oh. Is that like they evolve like Pokemon?
Mm.
Yeah, they're like a groper.
No,
A fish.
Yeah, they evolve.
that's a fish.
They start off as a boy, or how do they go?
Hang on, this is
Yeah.
you're kind of a bad
You're
place.
thinking of a
Pete-
barramundi.
No.
Pete's a bit of a
No,
groper.
a groper. It starts off as
They start off as an
one
altar boy.
sex, but
Yeah,
turns into
yeah.
the other sex.
Yeah, or you might be thinking of barramundi.
Seahorse.
That's not evolving.
That's a
It's
seahorse.
involvement.
No,
No.
it's
Yeah.
intersex.
You've evolved from
There's actually a
flaps
better
to
word for it.
pencil.
No, legit, it's a seahorse. Seahorse do that. When there's no more like females or males around, one of them just changes.
I think that's pretty common in the fish world.
Could be. Could be.
Isn't it?
Maybe octopi.
Octopi.
Octopi might do that.
They're more intelligent than some people at this table.
Octopi.
Smarter than me, I'll tell you that.
Oh, wow.
What about Octopussy? Probably the greatest
Good
James
movie.
Bond movie.
Good movie.
Yeah.
Ah, Mr. Bond.
Best Roger Moore Bond movie was Octopussy.
Saturday the 17th, 5:30 p.m. Queensland Country Bank Stadium. The Cowboys hosting the Seagulls. They are a gull. in what could be
Lannis Canis.
it needs to be a bit of a turnaround match for the Cowboys. I think this one, I wouldn't call it a must win, but it would be nice.
Who's kicking
I
field
would
goals?
say it would be close to must win.
Yeah.
You want to start making a break away from that 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th position.
Yeah, from that mid pack and just
That
sort of
mid-pack,
cement
yeah.
yourself 4-5.
As Morgan would say, the peloton.
Peloton.
The peloton.
The Peloton.
That home and away difference does hurt us a little bit with the -14 there, but like I said, the draw. See, even if we got the 2 points right now, our position doesn't change. We stay in 6th.
And Manly's already had their bye as well, so
Okay,
Broncos haven't.
that's fine.
See how you want to see the Broncos keep losing,
Yeah, well they will.
and then Roosters as well. Like, yeah, see, there's a lot on that 10. We want to really go to 13 this week.
Yes, we do, and it'd be nice if the Sharks lost as well,
Yes.
which is certainly possible given the form that the Storm are in at the moment. So, again, it is Monday night, so we don't have a team list, but you would expect, well, I don't know. I guess it depends on whether or not Jace comes back. But aside from that, you would expect 1 to 17 unless he drops Darby.
Darby's in.
Jace comes back. Harrison Edwards probably drops out, or Tom McKaylee.
Tom
one of the
McKaylee,
two.
you would think.
Hang on, I got a text message
I would
from
say
Coach.
Darby stays in, but if he doesn't, you'll probably either see Laybutt go to the wing or Braden Burns. Because Laybutt's been 18th for a fair bit. Yeah.
Is Burns back?
Yeah,
think
he's,
so.
he's playing Q-Cup. I think he scored like some line breaks and some tries. I think he's going pretty red hot.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
Derby's got it, but
Keep
if
Derby.
they do drop him, I wouldn't be surprised if you see a Laybutt on the wing.
Yeah, he's more a centre though, isn't he?
He's more of someone that just will do a job anywhere and is happy to play first grade.
I mean, have a look at like Purdue.
Purdue.
There it is. He's
a half-playing
he's a
centre.
half-playing centre. We've got fullbacks playing halves playing fullback. We've got fullbacks playing half and all kinds of things.
I
No,
think
we don't,
Drinky's a better fullback. He can just roam. And when you watch him in defence, you just watch him.
just watch him.
Just watch
Just
him.
keep your
He
eyes on him,
organises.
especially live.
He corrals
Yeah,
the
he does.
troops.
He does. Let's not talk about our defence at the moment. I think we're conceding a little too many.
Yeah, because we're an attacking team.
We are, but the best offense. I've always said, best
Yeah.
offense is a good defense.
And the best defence is a strong offence.
Defense wins you championships.
Defense.
Defense. A little bit louder.
That's exactly right. Anyway, 5:30 p.m. It's a QCP.
Suns up. Suns up.
I think what works in our advantage here is the 5:30 p.m. game.
Yeah,
That tends to work for us.
it's not a bad
Just
time
Saturday
slot.
afternoon.
Yeah.
I think it's better. I think it works better for us than the 7:30 time slot. Just quietly.
It
But,
also lets you have a bite to eat after the game if you're heading to it.
That's-
Like if you go down to Molly's for a $15 cob loaf, you can.
Yeah.
You're back at Molly's by 7:45 at the latest. Kitchen closes at 9.
That's right.
Have a few pints.
Reckon you
You're
can
at
take a
home by
cob.
11.
Reckon you take a cob down to the game from Molly's? Get a takeaway Molly's
You
down to the game?
can.
You can.
could.
It's a bit of a walk with a cob,
Sit in the stands eating a cob? That sounds like basically perfection.
provided it's not labelled. I'm sure they'd let you in with it.
I tell you what, I'm not against that idea.
And you can't have any kind of drink receptacle that is breakable.
But pannikins are okay.
Pannikins
Pannikins
are okay.
So you got your cob and your pannikin sitting in row M on the Eastern Grandstand.
Yeah,
Happy days.
exactly.
I was drinking Savvy Bees out of a pannikin on Saturday night.
Really?
Not shocked.
Very fancy.
And I was sort of gone off the beers a bit, and it's only mid-strength cans, so
Oh, yuck.
let's get some Sav Blanc instead.
A little bit of Sav
Out
Blanc.
of a
It
pannikin.
was my first ever time at the football ever that I've drunk wine.
You're fancy, Pete.
I have to say, I will admit, I accidentally did not start watching the game drinking out of the pannikin. And then as soon as I started drinking out of the pannikin, because I was around about halftime-ish, as soon as I started drinking out of it, we started coming back.
I tell you, it's pannikin and power, man.
So what I would suggest is get your hands on a pannikin, preferably an on the range branded one.
They're like
Yeah.
Voltron. If you all have them,
Yeah.
the power intensifies.
That's right.
Form legs and feet. Form
Like
arms
Voltron.
and hands. Form torso.
Good reference.
I don't know.
And I'll form the head.
I don't know. I don't know if half our listeners would understand what Voltron is. Google it. Have a look it up. It's a great show.
5 magical lions. They create one massive lion.
Lions, or what was the other one? I had the lions.
cats.
Actually,
Lions.
I had the lions.
Yeah, I had them too.
You probably had Power Rangers and
I
you
had
were
before
making the
him.
Megazord.
I don't. That's
know
that's
what that
your
is.
generation, mate, not mine.
Voltron was also mine.
You're Gen Y.
We've been over this. I told you this last year. I learnt you something that Peter Cullen, who voices Optimus Prime in the 1980s
I know.
Transformers, is also voices of Voltron.
I know. Well,
You didn't believe me. And then you still
And
haven't seen
then-
the $100 bet come through yet.
I have that never happened. I'll just tell you now.
You know what did happen is that I beat Morgan in last year's tipping comp, still failing to see that 100 come through.
Oh, hell.
Like he gave me some
Did you
free
really?
tickets.
We'll get to the current tipping comp.
Oh, okay. I'll make a note of that.
We'll see what happens here. Molly's, as you mentioned before,
Great establishment, second home.
that cob loaf, if you want to take it to the stadium, it's only $15 on a Saturday.
Bargain.
So, I mean, that's a great meal. And it can feed two,
It can.
It carries. It travels.
or one very hungry human. Oh, it would be too much.
And they're not just subdued to Saturdays. You pay a little bit more during the week because they're not on special, but
Of
you can
course.
get a cob on a Thursday night if you wanted to.
You could. I don't know how much they are on a cob. We could look it up. But
Oh.
$15 on a Saturday, you can't go wrong.
I'd
If you
say
wanted it,
mid-20s, if that.
if you're going there on a Tuesday night, though, you get the $15 crummy. It's without a doubt the best crumb steak in town.
It is.
Biggest and the best.
That's without
Yeah.
a doubt. And then, do they use the same crumbing for the $15 fried egg parmi? Obviously, it's on a chicken.
I would say different crumbing.
Would it be wonder what kind of chicken they
I think
use?
it'd be a Sussex chicken, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
because on a chicken parmy, you more of a panko crumb, whereas on a crumb steak, you have more of
Bread.
a bread crumb.
This is true. Yeah, I like your thinking. Yeah. I suppose it depends on where you go.
It could be like a katsu,
Hmm.
What's a katsu?
like a Japanese crumb.
Is that right? Yeah. Well, there you go.
And you can have Suntory because that's a Japanese whiskey.
Yes.
While we're thinking of the Japanese fiend,
So a regular crumb steak is $28, but if you get it on a Tuesday night,
No, that's $21.50.
that's a cob loaf.
That's a cob loaf.
A-
Oh, I'm sorry.
A carbonara cob loaf for two.
God, that sounds good.
It's
$21.50.
$21.50 regular. That's
Not bad.
That's actually pretty
Not
good,
bad at all.
even not on a Saturday.
I have had
For
their
two.
cobs there a couple of times. They are good. So's their chicken wings. They
That's
get the buffalo
effectively-
wings.
It's a cob loaf for two, so you're paying just over $10 per person.
Hmm.
The old pork and chive dumplings sound pretty good too. Just
I wish they were open right now. I'm really hungry right now.
I would smash a cob loaf. Carbonara cob loaf too. I love a carbonara.
You know what's not keto? Cob loaf.
Carbonara cob loaf.
Yes, very much
Basically,
not.
that whole menu.
So I don't know if you'd be allowed to.
Beef and Guinness
Hey.
pie.
You can get this. A 300 gram rib fillet.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah, that'll do me.
but without chips.
Yeah. Extra salad.
That's not good.
Maybe some tofu.
Shout out
So
to
they got a-
Chef Shane there too, and his offsiders, Geordie. They're good.
Yeah, shout out Shano.
Katsu curry.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, over this one.
This is you guys, man. You guys, I'm coming in over the top of you. This is the not pistol multi because Morgan and Rob, the RMs, have somehow won again, which isn't too hard. This is all brought to you thanks for Fusion Networks for all your data internet providing needs and everything else.
Don't be salty.
When you're putting on a 6-leg multi paying $2.10, you'd expect it to win. So
All these.
Luke the Nuke.
congratulations, you've won 2 in a row. You've
We have.
spent 40 and you're in profit 60. So that's not bad going.
Profit.
No, more than that.
Profit is the word, and it is more than that. It's
Yeah.
significantly more than that.
Yeah, it's way
Last
more.
week paid about 150.
Yeah, we're
I
up
thought it only
in.
paid 60s odd because it
No.
was a draw in the Cows game.
Mine did because I only put $10 on it.
Oh,
But
right.
Fusion Networks puts 20 on. So
Yeah, we
Oh,
pop a
right.
20. We pop a, what do they call it, redback or
So you made 150
A lobster.
last week.
lobster?
lobster.
You
yeah.
made another 70 the week before.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
flush.
Oh, so you're up 220. That's nice.
It
I'm
is
happy to
nice.
say, back to back in the first time in the history of a podcast, mind you.
This is true.
This is very true.
is
So
very
you spent 40. You're up 220.
We're up
right.
big. We're
You're
up big.
betting on $5 favourites, so that's nice. That's fun. That'll get the crowd
Yeah,
in.
this is called betting strategy. All right.
What we are doing is making profit.
We're actually winning.
Oh, okay.
We're actually liquid for the first time
Yeah.
ever.
Winner, chicken.
Katsu
Parmi dinner.
I had my multi and I got robbed when I had Raiders in there and they were up 20-0 at half time and somehow got beat.
Faders.
faders.
That's what happens. But this week we're gonna roll again. Morgan and I have decided the RM multi or the Not Pistols multi. It's got multiple names. Who cares when you're a winner? You can call me what you like.
You can have
We're on
whatever.
we're on a heater.
So
You can call me Betty.
So for all the punters out there, you're going to hear this multi. You'll probably go, oh, yeah, sweet. I'm going to get $4 return for 39 legs. You little Ronnie Coo.
You're going to get a little more than that. So, all right, we're going to kick it off. I don't have.
It starts Friday night.
It does start Friday night, and what I should actually do is look at the time one here. So it starts Friday night. We're going to go Luke the Nuke again. Luke Littler.
Fuck, I hope he loses.
He's not going to lose. He's up against another Luke in Luke Humphreys, and that is happening. Yeah, Friday night or Friday afternoon.
I think it's
Actually,
actually Friday morning. I'm looking. I've got 5:45 a.m.
Right, 5:45 a.m.
So it's a Thursday night in England.
We got
Luke
time.
the Nuke Lidler your new lock? Is he your new?
He's the lock.
He's your new
He's the
lock.
linchpin. He's the linchpin
he's-
of the Not Pistol multi.
He's like 17. He's good. He's good.
Also happening on Friday, we're taking the Hurricanes over the Highlanders.
You just don't even watch rugby.
We got no idea what
Don't
happens.
need to.
But,
Spain good
Who
odds.
you gone? The Highlanders.
No, the Hurricanes.
Over the Highlanders.
Yeah,
Hurricanes.
Do you even know where the Highlanders are, though?
Well, there can be only one.
Yeah, Nelson's
paced
playing
out
in
near
that game too,
Dunedin.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
Big
geez.
Nelson's
fine.
playing
Whatever.
in 5/8.
Also happening on Friday night, this one at 8 p.m. The Canterbury Bulldogs were taking them over the Sydney Roosters, who are a bottom four side.
Yeah, good play.
That's an absolute lock. These are all head-to-head, by the way.
Yeah.
The next one, now I'm pretty sure you're not going to go against us on this one. So we're taking the Cowboys over Manly.
Yeah,
We're throwing that in.
That's a good go. That'll get up.
It's paying $1.65. That's actually our longest leg.
As long as Derby's playing, we're good.
Yeah, we should be fine. Now, the next leg you're not going to complain about. Also,
No.
it's the Brisbane Lions over the Melbourne Demons in the AFL.
What's that paying? $1.05.
$1.18.
$1.18.
But
You
look,
didn't want to put a 25 line on it or anything?
This is how profit. Remember
Okay.
profit.
All right. Okay.
And
Okay.
if people want to follow you and lose money, they can,
Yeah.
or they can follow us and win money.
Yes, there's a clear option. There's a clear divide in this podcast. We are pro money.
We'll leave it up to our punters, quite literally. And the last leg of this one, this little six-legger.
Also won't complain.
Of course you won't. Canberra Raiders over the Gold Coast Titans. That one happens on Sunday night as well.
I hope it's freezing down there too. in
Come
Canberra.
on, Hasler's Titans.
Put it all together, power play it. It'll pay you $6.45 for every dollar you put on it. Oh no, look, it's profit.
Now we've got a special this week.
So 6 legs
6 legs.
to win $6.
We've got a
$6.45.
special. We've got a
We're
special.
going-
Why
Because-
wouldn't you just put something simple in, like
Fusion. It's because this is not Pistols multi.
Pappenhausen into Nanite will pay more than $6?
Because this is not.
It's
Because
two
This is
legs.
winning, Peter.
this is winning.
Also, because we're going for the hat trick, this is history in the making. Fusion Networks has kindly pumped up the bet a smidgen.
Oh,
Where the stake has gone up.
We've gone up 50%. We're now on $30.
$30.
It's a
just how you
$30
get
multi.
greedy.
We're paying, Rob, how much is it?
$6.45.
$213.
Yeah. So
$213.
there we go.
Okay.
So we're over 200.
Look. We won what $60-$70 the first
This
week.
is a healthy amount.
We won 140, 150
Yep,
odd last
that's
week.
Imagine we get another 200 on top.
Now we're going to
Yeah.
be 220
Yeah.
up.
You can start covering all my ones.
Yeah. This is how it started, Pete.
Which-
We're trying to make some money back from your junk.
Which he does. I mean, we're already 10 weeks up.
Yeah, for sure.
11
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, we're home and host.
11 weeks up.
Look, I'm not saying anything wrong. You've done well. Congratulations to the RM Multi for all of those out there wanting to follow on by all means. Now, if you want to really make some crack cash and scratch it,
Oh, please.
we're going the Yazaki 8 again. 8 impossible legs, 8 impossible lines. You get it, you win immortality. So we're starting with the Eels to beat the Knights. They've got a +2.5 start.
Not bad.
The Dogs to beat the Roosters. They've got a -8.5 start.
Yep, I like it.
Waz to beat the Dolphins with a -1.5 start.
Ooh. Okay.
Cowboys to beat Manly with a -2.5 start.
Yep. Easy.
Storm to beat Sharks with a -3.5 start.
Geez, that's tight. I
Yeah.
would have thought that'd be.
I thought that would have blown out a bit more.
Yeah.
Dragons to beat the Broncos with a +10.5.
Jeez. I reckon Dragon's going to win anyway.
So, and they've got plus 10.5.
I'll give him a 10.5. That's I like it. Yep, cool.
Raiders in Canberra against the Titans on a Sunday with a minus 9.5 start.
Mm-hmm.
And then to round it all out, we go on the Tigers to beat the Rabbits with a plus 0.5 start.
Ooh, oh, that's risky.
Nah, that's a lock.
That's your lock.
Now,
That's your Luke the Nuke.
Power Played, that is paying $215.24 to 120 on it, $4,304.95.
Best of luck.
Yeah,
Gamble responsibly.
by all means. Now, if you want to make $200, follow Robin Morgs.
Correct.
If you want to make some free rates and free rates and electricity for a year, follow mine.
And that's as much as a song. I just wanted to count it out there. That's brought to you by Fusion Networks. I'm not so sure Fusion Networks is putting that one on, but it's definitely the Not Pistols multi.
Yeah, it's already on. It's in the feed. $30 has been placed.
Very good. I like it. Tipping comp. This one again sponsored by Malones Irish pub. I mean, the whole place. It's just we should just have mollies everywhere.
Top to bottom, top at the top, at the side, underneath.
Good staff there too. Jakey, the assistant manager.
Yep.
Sammy with the mo.
Shano on the grill.
Shano on the grill. You've got Dan the man running around, slipping high fives.
You can still
Nats
get-
on the door.
If you subscribe to Patreon, you can still get a free drink there. Cole's he's still honouring it. So,
And Publican Cole gets around with a tea towel on his shoulder, makes him look more professional. I've always said that in
It does.
hospitality. If you've got a tea towel on your shoulder, it's just easier to clean up stuff with.
does up his buttons when he's at work too.
Does
Yeah,
sometimes
not
do
here.
his buttons.
The main competition is, well, it's at footytips.com.au. You know that by now. Pistol Lover 997 is leading the competition. Not
Played
Pistol Blazing Two
No,
Guns,
he
but
played
Pistol
a joker.
Lover. A couple of weeks ago. Not
No,
this week.
He played it this week.
No,
I
he
thought.
didn't. No, he didn't. But he tipped 7. Sitting on 55 points. It's actually equal first here if you don't count the margin. So you've got
I was following that, and he tipped the Broncos, not the Rabbits. That's his one that he got wrong.
Oh, that's a shame. So he's on 55 points. Kirky on 55 points. Sweeney on the wing on 55. And BJK 1984.0459. Thanks for that. Used a joker. Now sitting on 55 points as well. So it's equal. 4 people in equal first. There's margins there. But
Shout out to Sweeney on the wing. The great Tim Axton owes me $200.
Oh, a lot of people owing you money lately.
Yeah, he makes stupid bets with me. He was adamant that Pappenhausen was a Queenslander. I said, I will bet you 100, and we shook on it. And he looked it up and said, fuck.
Damn.
And then we bet another thing on the Saturday, and he was adamant. I went, you are wrong.
In 5th spot, Townsville Man on 54 points. In 6th spot, Cal ... on 53. On 52 points. In 7th place, Pistol Blazing Two Guns.
Climbing the ranks.
This is quite possibly Pistol's highest rank.
It is.
This late
Except
in the season,
in
anyway.
This late in the
This
season.
late,
Yeah. There was one year where you tipped a perfect 8 in the first round.
Yeah. And we had 3 people in the comp.
And then and you came like last after all
Yeah,
that.
I did.
But, or very close too. But 51 points is Reggie Bacon in 8th.
Shout out Dino. I was having a drink with him in Behind the Posts on Saturday night as well.
And then 9th, 10th and 11th on 50 points is Golden Points. There's more to that. Give us tips, not slips. And Flopster 77 in 43rd spot. Yours truly got 6 this week. I'm on 45.
Oh, you on the page 1 now.
I am on the page 1.
You're the page 1 boy.
I am a page 1 boy. Sorry, before that, the Potatoes in 15th on 48 points. Fusion Morgan,
I'm getting pumped.
you were
80
You
something.
and I you were next to me at one point.
Can we
no,
go down
it's-
to Fusion Morgan? Oh, he's a page 2 boy.
He's a page 2 boy.
Oh, Fusion
It's all
Morgan's
gone
on
wrong.
the page 2.
On 42 points, only got 4 this week. Cowboy Chicken.
I'm a page 2 boy now.
You are a page 2 boy.
Yeah.
On 41 points, and I threw in here into the run sheet was Como 99, who we did try to get on the show tonight, but he's He's busy packing. He's moving to Adelaide.
He is moving to Adelaide.
One Ian Cumming, who has been on the show before and has been a long time Patreon supporter. So thanks very much for that.
Oh, we need to say thank you for your support, Ian. You are a legend.
Absolutely.
He's got his flat cap hat as well. He's going to be wearing in proud down in Adelaide.
And his Ram shirt.
He was wearing it at Magic Round.
Yeah.
I caught up with him. Actually, no, he wasn't. He was wearing his 30th year cap. My bad. But he's on 38 points down there in 117th. Not having a great run with tipping, but nonetheless.
Just go back down to that page 3 there. Just scroll down. Shout out to Chalky Milk. He used a joker last round, so he hasn't really been submitting his tips, but he's having a go. He's thinking he can still win it by not putting his tips in, but jokering a 6.
That's gonna be tricky. That's that's not bad. Very good. Oh, look
Hey,
who
where's
else?
Farkoff?
There's Farkoff
There's Farkoff.
in 125th spot.
Oh,
Struggling.
Suck it.
Poor old Farkoff is struggling. Has been putting tips in every week. On our Patreon tipping comp, I don't want to mention it, but Pistol Blazing 2 Guns is leading on 52
You
points.
better believe he is leading it.
You know you don't win anything. In second
Like
spot,
hell, I don't.
in second spot is Swiss Cowboy.
Yeah,
Carsten,
used a joke.
Used a joker. Now on 49 points. Hot on your heels, my friend. In third place is Valentine Fly Holmes. Hendo is on 48 points. Hawk for Life, Eddie, is on 47 along with Sugar Glider.
Has he used a joker? I thought Hawk for Life.
No,
he hasn't.
Not
No.
according to this. Sugar Glider has. I'm in sixth on 45, no joker. Big Donk 81 is in seventh on 45 and Grizzly 87 on 45 points as well. So, that's, I just went to normally I just go top 5, but
I'm not really worried there.
there's a
See,
few
Hawk
extras
for
there.
Life on 47. If you take my joker half off, then I've got 10 on. I'd be on 47 as well.
yeah,
And I'd be dusting you anyway. Like, it's
we're 10 rounds in.
good luck catching.
We're,
Because that's all I'm going to say.
we're about a third of just over a third of the way through.
Good luck catching. I know when I'm using my next 2 jokers too.
True.
Yep, I'm going to let you in on the secret. One of them, probably around 19, but definite one is on round 27.
Round 27.
Yeah.
27.
I'm just letting everyone know that now.
Okay.
When you think, oh, I'm doing good, and then Pistol Blazes a perfect round with a joke
right,
in the last round.
Yeah.
Snatches
Cows
victory.
cows have a buy in that round, so I don't have to worry about doing that.
Is that right? Okay. In that case, let's kick off NRL round 11. Kicking off Friday night, 16th of May at a McDonald Jones Stadium. The Knights, $1.67. Eels are $2.20. Peter, kick it off.
Knights ruined me.
I think they ruined a lot of
I
it.
would have got a perfect round. Like I had Knights and Raiders. They both were up 20-0 at halftime at home and both shit the bed. I'm taking Eels by 12.
All right.
Mitch Moses is back. They look a different team.
Okay. Bill?
Yeah, I'm going to go on Moray
Interesting.
by 8.
8. Morgan?
Knights for me, thank you, by 4.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go the Eels by 4, and the Potato has picked the Eels as well. Second game on Friday night, 8 p.m. at a core. Bulldogs are $1.36. The Roosters are $3.15. Peter.
I go on the Dogs. They're in my multi. Hate the Roosters. And the Dogs came back against the Raiders. Shout out Jamin Salmon yelling into the camera, weak gutted dog.
And then Diddy's ankle.
Directed to the one great Ricky Stewart.
Yeah. Doesn't hold a grudge. Bill.
Yeah, give me the Bulldogs, please.
Morgan.
Bulldogs for me, thank you. You know that.
The team you're never tipping ever again.
I never said that.
I'm going the Bulldogs, and the Potatoes going the Bulldogs as well. Saturday, the 17th, 3 p.m, Suncorp Stadium. The Dolphins $1.95, the Warriors $1.85.
Up the Waz.
Up the Waz. Okay. I'm
They're
surprised
having
this is
a bit
this
of a road
close.
trip here. They've had to travel to Suncorp against us, then to Cogra against the Drags, and then back to Suncorp.
I'm
That's
surprised
3
it's-
weeks away from
I'm
home.
surprised it's this close. Honestly, I thought Waz would be way shorter than that.
Mm.
So, Bill,
They've been on the road. They might be running out of puff.
maybe
Yeah, up the wires, but it could be some value there at $1. Would you say 75?
$1.85 for the
85,
Warriors.
ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, was for sure.
Was. Yeah, I'm going to go the Was, and the potato has chosen the Was as well. 5:30 p.m. Queensland Country Bank Stadium. The Cowboys are $1.70 up against Manly at $2.15. Peter.
Up the cows. Cows
Bill.
all day. Full cream milk cows.
Bill.
Yeah, give me the cows every day.
Morgan.
Cows or Derbian?
Cows for me as well. And the potato has gone Manly. That's why the potato is, well, it's actually like 15th or something.
Boo.
7.35 at points bet on Saturday night. The Sharks, $2.35. The Storm, $1.60. Probably unsurprisingly giving their slight demolition of the Tigers.
Yeah, look,
Should be a good game. Mate.
I'm going definitely tipping Storm. I like the Storm, but just that game on the weekend, 64-0. Did you guys watch it? I was watching it. Storm looked clinical. They were all over the Tigers, and they scored 64. We put 74 on them. Like that just goes to show how hard it is to hit 70 points. Like we didn't score a point against Tigers till like 15th or 20th minute. Storm were on them from the get-go and still only got 64.
Yeah, it just means we're better than the Storm.
We are better than Storm.
Yeah. Okay, Bill.
Yeah, I have to go to the Storm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Morgan.
I'm tipping Storm, but I think there's a lot of value in Sharks.
$2.35 could be worth it. I'm going to go the Storm. The potato has picked the Sharks. Sunday, the 18th, 2 p.m. Suncorp Stadium. It's a Sunday afternoon. The Broncos, $1.32. The Dragons are $3.40. Bill, not Bill, Peter.
Broncos don't play well on Sundays.
No.
Give me the Dragons.
Bill.
Yeah, I'm thinking that they want to come back better than they did last week. So, I don't know. I don't want to back the Broncos, but actually, you know what? Fuck it. Dragons.
Easy. Morgan.
Yeah, Bronx for me at home.
Bronx for you at home.
Yep.
No, I think they're done for the year. Put a line through them. I'm going the Dragons, even though it's at Suncorp Stadium. I just can't see the Broncos coming back.
Yay or nay? I'm yay for it. The last play of the day, Trell Mitt try.
Yeah, that was good.
Like, he's taken a knee. Like, just put a hand on him. They all just started walking off. And
Yeah.
he's gone, oh, stuff it. I'll just go and score a try.
I think he was happy if someone put a hand on him,
Yeah.
but nobody did. So he's like, well, I might as well just score.
Yeah,
Yeah.
weird, eh?
I think that, I know we're digressing, but that is possibly the best game I've seen Trell play. And I actually liked his, I don't know what the right word is, humbleness.
Yeah.
Like now that he's done that whole media band thing and tried to step out of the spotlight, I'm liking him a whole lot more.
Yeah, yeah.
And that game was just clinical.
I was at Caribbean stud table at the casino, and you're sort of watching, it's getting to the dying seconds and dying minutes or whatever. And I haven't seen him hit the field goal. I've just seen the ball get kicked like downtown and it's gone dead. I'm going, what? With 2 to go, why would you do that? That's enough. And then you see him all celebrating this field goal.
Yeah.
You just get 50-meter bomb.
Damn straight. So, yeah, I'm going the Drags, and the Potatoes pick the Broncos. Potatoes not going to have a good week by the looks of things. 4:05 p.m. at GIO in the suburb of Bruce. The Raiders, $1.34. Titans are $3.25, Peter.
I've gone Raiders. They've got to come back from let me down last week.
Bill?
Yeah, give me the Raiders.
Morgan?
Green Machine, surely.
Yeah, I'm going the Raiders as well. The Potatoes gone the Titans. I'm not liking what the Potatoes doing. 6:15 p.m. Campbelltown Stadium. Tigers $1.90. Rabbits $1.90. $1.90 each way. Jeez.
Yeah,
They're clearly not watching last week's games.
I've gone the Tigers in this. I think
Oh.
they'll bounce back at Campbelltown.
It's a hell of a bounce. Bill?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me the Rabbits. Let's see Trell Mitt put another clinic on, I reckon.
I'd like to see it as well. Morgan?
That's a dead cat pounce. Sydney.
It's not a good look from here.
Oh, sorry. I got an itchy leg.
Yeah, that's not what it looks like.
I'm going to Myrtle and Cardinal.
All right, I'm going to go the Rabbits as well. And the Potato has picked the Tigers. I think I've gone, I'm not liking that. Do we like Mexican food or fried chicken?
Oh, Mexican.
Friday night footy.
Oh,
Yeah, Friday night footy. The ultimate Friday night footy feed. Mexican or
tacos,
fried chicken?
burritos.
Yeah, I like
or
Mexican.
fried chicken.
I'm
Yeah,
a
I'd
Mexican
go
fan.
Mexican.
Yeah, Mexican.
Fried chicken's not a real... I haven't been into fried chicken. I haven't eaten KFC in a long time.
Well, I could go some KFC, but it's got to be boneless.
Fried chicken's like a good.
Don't bring your bones near me.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
a
want wings
good
either.
hangover thing. Fried chicken.
I know you've got some kind of weird aversion to bones.
I don't like bones in my food. Simple as that.
Okay.
Not
all
into
right.
it.
The buy this week is obviously Penrith. They couldn't handle it after
Mm.
a draw. They just like, no, we'll just sit down.
You just sit down.
We played them into a draw.
We did.
Speaking of fried chicken, shout out to that Korean chicken place in Castletown.
Oh, yeah.
Is that right?
First time ever I had
Those
some
little sweet
today.
soy
They
bites?
were, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're
Yeah.
talking.
Get your laughing
cooking.
gear around
No, it's
that.
not cooking. It's the same people.
Is it?
Yeah, same people who do it.
Yeah.
Because we got one up at Willow's.
Cheeking?
Yeah, chicken.
Oh, yes, I've seen it.
Yeah, you go to Willow's Woolies and you have a sneaky little.
It's on the way out, yeah.
Oh, those little chicken bites and the sweet soy are to die for.
Yeah,
Are they boneless, are they?
Yeah, they are boneless.
Is that right?
I
Yeah.
broke me Cheeking Virgin today.
Delicious.
2 pieces. Oh, so good.
So good.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep.
Okay. Keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm. What flavour did you get?
I just got the classic and the honey soy.
Yeah, that's a shit.
That sounds a bit pedestrian.
Mm. Oh,
No.
I just gave it a go.
Nothing overly spicy.
No. I had some more sushi as well.
Oh, okay.
I might get a pizza on my own.
Just
It
Keto.
begins.
There it is. It's going.
Begins.
There we go.
It begins just like On the Ranch NQ on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube. Look it up. I'm on all the socials at XR Bob Pistols at the On the Spot Facebook page. Morgan Holmes Evans for Fusion Networks.
Yep. Also on Strava, Morgan Holmes Evans, if you want to follow my running.
Really following
Yep.
your running
Jump on my
now.
Strava and give me some kudos for my 5Ks.
Okay,
Hell
all right.
yeah.
Some kudos.
Bit of kudos never goes astray.
Kudos, some 5K kudos.
Yep.
Thanks to Bill for the video, making
Thank
us
you,
look good. Like, share, subscribe. He's going to do it again.
No, see you next week, eh?
Bring a chicken in next week. One
bring-
of the Sussexes.
Do you want me to bring a chicken in next week?
Yeah, why not?
Totally.
You know, chickens don't have any control over their bowels, right?
We'll leave it as one.
They just crap.
Yeah.
Just leave it outside.
Yeah, they just
Yeah.
fluff their feathers up and then.
We bring Pete inside, so.
If you can, wherever you're listening to this, leave us a 5-star review or whatever star. But if it's less than 5, that's what's wrong with you. Just if not, speak pipe us. Tell us
pipe.
what's wrong.
Please a speak pipe.
But yeah, a review would be super handy. 5 stars or whatever, and yeah, sign up to Patreon. Get over to Shopify and get one of these. There's a few left.
There is.
Or grab a panic and share us around. And we'll see you next week.
Safe travels, Camo.
Have fun, Camo. We'll talk to you soon.
You're a legend.
Take it easy. Go the Cowboys.
The boys.
Safe travels.
Let's go, boys.